This car was standing there, and now you see that truck. So in the morning it was standing inside of that truck, and that truck was under my balcony. Now it's switched here. Now the strange air conditioner replacement scenarios, episodes started happening on 2021. So where that truck is, it is apartment number 5, which is owned by fake identity Karen Duffy. So Karen Duffy is actually a corporate identity. It's not a person, and it's like a division of Golden Dreams Condo ASSN Inc. This Karen Duffy, it owns apartments across South Beach. So previous owner, it was computer illiterate lady from Bulgaria, and she really liked cats. Like I got a cat from her before she died. So after she died, that apartment has been vacant for a decade. So it was shortly, we had a person living there. No, it was a family. It was like for less than a year. So also what happened was I saw some people late at night changing air conditioners, and those air conditioners are outside by the wall. And I approached them and I asked them whom are they working for, because first of all, there was no permit, and then the apartment was vacant. So I asked them, and they said, well, call the office. I'm like, show me who. I took a picture, and these guys started chasing me, asking to delete. So I started running from them, and as I was running from them, those guys started threatening me that I will regret for taking that picture. So I started calling police. I was getting up on the second floor of the building, and as I was calling police, then the owner, unit 17 owner, came out, and she started following me up to the staircase when I was calling police, and filming me, recording via her phone, saying, look at her, she's crazy, look at her, she's crazy. So I wasn't like able even to talk, because both of them, one of the men who was fixing the air conditioner and unit 17 owner were following me, and I'm like, I just went home and I had to get back to my piece. And then what I realized, the unit 17 owner pretended to be me when police arrived, and basically told him, don't worry, everything is fine. So that was one of the first weird instances with the air conditioners. And then we had this lien for some air conditioner on top of the roof, and I called building department. James Bartel said, yeah, you have this air conditioner on the roof, so you have to replace it for the unit 4, I believe. Unit 4 is downstairs, and we have no air conditioners. So that was weird. Then another violation that we got from the city was for the bees on top of the roof, and supposedly condominium had to pay thousands of dollars to get those bees out of the roof, but I have never seen, no one ever seen a single bee. Then fast forward 2025 July, my air conditioner here. So treasurer, who comes here every weekend, now she starts doing this theater, banging my door and screaming that my air conditioner is broken, my wall is cracked, my air conditioner is leaking everywhere, which was not true. And this was happening every single weekend for a month. I recorded the video. I started recording videos on my wall and of the air conditioner. I eventually sent one to the U.S. senators Wyden and Blumenthal, saying, "Hey, look, this is bad. This is what they are doing to me." Like, and then next morning, I see a note on my door: city code violation 4. It was not signed. Was for the my air conditioner causing leaks over multiple apartments, which was not true. So I ended up emailing like all building department commissioners, mayor, the video. I included the journalists. Hey, like, this is not true. Like, this violation is fake. And as I said, was not signed, and the name on the city employee was Brian McLean. So this McLean is very like suspicious, right? And then it was on Saturday morning that I found. At the same time that I found it, there was a policeman here with his police car. The car was open. And I see the condominium treasurer and another lady. I believe she's Anne Marie. She didn't appear anywhere on the records of the ownership of the condominium, but the tenants, tenant 18, tenant 26, they were telling me that she is their landlord. So fast forward. January 2026, I see that she is the one who purchased something with Jam Realty LLC, one of the units that are owned by the developer. So I see we have another vehicle. Like, these people, they don't live here. And by the way, like, when I asked for the parking spot, I did not get it. I was threatened. Like, I even had like to file complaints, and I couldn't get it, because there are these trucks that have to park here for probably energy harvesting, because all of these air conditioner changes, they are very, all of these packages, my bill being so almost double, even though I have -1 household member after divorce. So it almost doubled. So I see a policeman here, and that policeman is very agitated, and he is telling the same story over and over, stating that his watch, his $5,000 watch, was stolen in one of our apartments. So can you imagine? You have a policeman, the person who is supposed to help people, to catch thieves, to protect from theft, from robberies, he is telling us that he was robbed, and meanwhile he is wearing a watch. So here you might see the situation coming up where you have crime, law and order insurance that is paid by the association, collected from the homeowners' pockets. And you have also all these different types of property insurances that we are supposed to pay to condominium association. And you have these fake violations and fake crime incidents being orchestrated and perpetrated by the city employees. How bad is that? And then you have this unlicensed work, for vacant condos used under nominee names. And you have like these men who are working there and threatening people, And then you have these fake bees on the roof, fake air conditioners on the roof that need to be replaced, and then fake liens by the city. So there is all different type of money laundering situation in Miami Beach, where the government, the city government, is complicit. And you might want to think, like, who owns those insurance companies? Well, private equity funds. You know, there is an agreement between the management companies, these private equity funds, and the city. And you know, now you have this garbage truck situation, 5-6 garbage trucks parking by empty buildings, empty rehabilitation center, right? Empty restaurant. And that truck, I can see it was really whistling, right? So it was whistling. I see the lights are on, so the engine is on. So now, at this point of time, there are 22 minutes since that guy, the truck driver, came out. This one, see, chilling, probably Haitian. So he is exceeding his statutory limit by 24 minutes now, with engine on. He picked up one empty container. The guy then went and opened that white box, took something out. The whistling sound stopped. And now, I'm not sure if this is third or the fourth one. Well, let's say it's third. So at night, you have other trucks stopping all around here. So this really looks like illegal mobile stationary devices for energy harvesting. And taken together, all these circumstances I have been describing and recording, this looks like a coordinated big scheme. You know, government is defrauded, residents are defrauded, environment is polluted, money laundering takes place, tax laws violations, and this has been sent. These videos, you know, they were shared with the government, with the city government, Department of Transportation Inspector General, and now we are working on EPA, FPL, FCC complaints and several whistleblower complaints. So we can't tell you because it's forbidden by law. But those that are not forbidden, they will go public. Because you see, my company, Cyber Money Laundering and Real Estate Investigations Corp, doing business as Detect, Report, Prosecute. The mission is to deter and stop this. Because all of these schemes, the city became city of ghosts. And you know, developers, condominium management companies, property management companies, private equity funds, the city, they are all defrauding the law-abiding, several of those law-abiding residents. So we want to stop it. We want our city to get back to us, because what we see now in South Beach, it's completely different what was 15 years ago. And this is how money laundering destroys, you know, local economy. So, as you see, 27 minutes. So, still standing there. And the most, you see, we've been submitting already complaints, whistleblower complaints on different factors, on different entities for the past year and a half. Some of them are in progress. But the most dangerous situation here is that now this became cyber-enabled and artificial intelligence-enabled money laundering crimes. Because what is happening now, the government portals that are directly used by the entities regulated by the Treasury, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, right? These federal agencies, they ensure compliance with anti-money laundering laws for like multiple types of entities in different industries. So some of those laws require that the identity is being verified against the government portals. But now the problem is that the government portals have been compromised because the city permitting system, the county property appraiser portal, tax collector portal, state division of corporations, all of these have government portals, the ones that issue documents like licenses, permits. See, like the guy is just here chilling, checking. See, they are so basically what's happening, they can upload backdated documents or hijack dormant companies. So from our fintech experience, what we believe is taking place here are two scenarios. It is one, a company that specializes in annual report filing, registered agent services, corporation filings. They have filed thousands of placeholder entities, as they are sub-merchants. So basically, as they were a console company, and those they were like subsidiaries. And then what they do, once they have a developer that wants to launder money, or like any other entity that wants to launder money, they basically update that existing filing with the corporation filing. So the Secretary of State does not find it that this was replaced, because they treat that company as one entity. Now those documents, now backdated documents, annual corporation filings, articles of incorporation, now they are being created with Gen AI. So this real estate report relies on these documents. So this real estate report required by Financial Crimes Enforcement Network and customer due diligence requirements, they all fail because you cannot trust Florida government portals to verify the address. The variation of the addresses for single condo apartment is at least 2, 3, most likely 4. And when I say variations, you mean building number variation, city name variation. Then you have another variation with the parcel number. And this has been facilitated by the private equity funds. This has been going on for decades. In fact, you can get a new parcel numbers every time you have every 10 years when there is a time is up for structured finance vehicle. So you can simply assign a new parcel numbers and place the same condos just in different private equity fund. Then you have 2 private equity funds. So now 30 minutes, this garbage truck was standing there, picked up empty container, And as I said, I think this is our third or fourth